Good afternoon. My name is William Wilson, and I hope to be a clinical counselor. Right now, I'm a clinical counselor in training, and my degree focuses in trauma. The hopeful population that I hope to work with is veterans, active duty service members, and potentially their families. The LAC licensure process requires that you complete a graduate level degree based in counseling um, while also passing a nationally recognized counseling exam. You also have to complete a background check, and you can get a 1 year temporary LEC license depending on the state that you're in. That way you can start your clinical hours while you're still going through your clinical degree. During that degree, um, as I was during that process, you have to complete your counseling practicum, which is 700 hours, and 240 of those hours have to be direct client contact. Some one personal goal that I have is to graduate um, my clinical counseling program with a 3.9 GPA. This will kind of give me this will show that I'm competent, at least in the knowledge aspect of being a clinical counselor. Um, and then I hope as I move forward into my career goals, I hope to work in a skill bridge, which is the military's version of some skills training you can get before you get out. I hope to do that while I'm working on my internship, and I hope to do that with a VA hospital. This will go ahead and help me start working with the population that I want to work with, and it will also start giving me some um, help me start working with people. Um, it'll help me like kind of start getting my door or my foot in the door while I'm looking for places to potentially work in the future. During this time, I also hope to work with a practicing CBT-based counselor. CBT counselors have been shown to improve, especially veterans, with some of the problems that they're affected with, PTSD being one of those. Um, the clientele that I hope to work with can have a wide range of potential problems. And I think that CBT would be the best approach for me. So that's something that I hope to work with moving forward. I'd also like to start working with other populations, as I noted before, potentially being not just veterans, but active duty service members and potentially their families. I think that'll give me the skill set to move forward into my actual licensing after I graduate, and it'll help me move into the profession that I want to work with, either as a commissioned officer in the Navy or working with the VA. Some of the fundamental qualities that you have to have as a counselor is effective communication skills. That can include use of body language and understanding verbal and nonverbal cues. You also have to have cultural sensitivity and professional competence. The background that you're going to be working with when you're a clinical counselor can be a wide variety of people that come from all kinds of walks of life. So I think it's important to have um, some cultural competence and some effective um, body language skills when you're working with those clients. Understanding those essential skills is going to help you ensure that what you're communicating to your client is understood. And then being able to reciprocate that with empathy. And then having that professional competence is the last foundational skill, because if you don't understand the basics of being a counselor, then you're not going to be able to work with the clientele that you're trying to work with. And then building off of professional identity considerations, being why I want to work with the populations that I want to work with. I'm obviously in the Marine Corps. My family, my mother and father were both service members, and it's brought a lot of understanding that service members aren't always taken care of. And the way the clinical mental health field is moving towards is helping those individuals, but you don't always get people that come from that background and understand what service members have gone through. So I hope to kind of bridge the gap between that lack of understanding. Um, so as I said before, I'm William Wilson and I'm a clinical counselor in training. Thank you for your time.